Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood review channel. That's right, Far Cry 5 is today's topic. I'm not sure how long the game took. I would say I put about 15-20 hours in it. I played co-op campaign. I played with a friend through the whole thing. So let's dive right into this, see how it goes. Far Cry 5. Stick around for the review, it's gonna get spicy up in here. Far Cry 5. I was so hyped up for this game. I'm a huge fan of 3 and 4, and I played also Primal. That wasn't the best Far Cry game by a long shot. Now, one thing I want to get off my chest right away is how annoyed I am with this. So you start off, the very first cutscene looks like this.
People got a lot of names for it. I just call it home.
Lived here my whole life. Still amazed at how beautiful it is.
Maybe that's what blinded us to how ugly the people were getting.
Good day to you, brother.
You don't understand. No one took these groups seriously.
They were different. Religious. Militant. It was a goddamn cult.
Now that is a pretty good intro. It looks beautiful. The acting and the voice performance was awesome. It's just too bad that, you don't see anything remotely similar for the entire rest of the game. I was like, oh man, the cutscenes are gonna look awesome in this game. We're gonna have nice, beautiful, nope, nothing like that. And the voice acting was never like that ever again. Neither was the motion cap. Nothing like that ever again in the rest of the game. That is a total false advertisement trailer. First intro, really stupid in my opinion. Now, the gameplay I got in the background here is me and my friends, some gameplay of when we played through the campaign. As I said before, we did it co-op. Anytime there's an option to do co-op, you might as well do co-op. Now, as always, gameplay, then presentation, then general impact. We're talking about gameplay right now. The gameplay for, about a 15-20 hour game, somewhere around that time it took us to complete it, was very underdeveloped. Now, don't track me down with, torches and pitchforks because I'm going to start completely bashing this game. And, everything I've seen online about this game, people love this game. And I don't know why. I loved 3 and 4. This game is so far off from that, it's unbelievable. The game, we'll just talk about the gameplay. It is so underdeveloped, it's unbelievable. The amount of animals there are in this game is about like half, not even a quarter of the animals, a variety that there was in 3 and 4. The vehicles, there wasn't that many. It was pretty much trucks and cars and quads. They replaced the dune buggy with this weird looking thing, and there was no more hovercraft, which was kind of sucky. The weapons, little variety, and another thing. This is why I say this game's underdeveloped, because it was designed for 1 or 2 players. Just kidding, it's designed for 1 player. When you're playing co-op, whoever isn't the host is completely screwed over in almost every aspect, because it doesn't count. Like, say the host kills a lieutenant and you unlock a skill that's, gives you extra health, and you have to kill the lieutenant first. If the second player kills lieutenant, it doesn't count, straight up, because you're not the host. Anything unlockable in this game is not even a thing. So you're literally starting, whatever you start with is what you will end with in this game. And I cannot believe how underdeveloped that is. Can you imagine going into a Black Ops Call of Duty match and you join your friend, but you can't level up, you can't unlock weapons, you can't do anything. You literally start with nothing and you will end with nothing because you're second player. That's what this game does to the second player. It is unbelievably bad. And so it's like they didn't even think like, oh, let's just add in 2 player. And then like they just pushed it out the door instead of like polishing it off. I mean, there was glitches upon glitches. There was even a time when you would I would throw a meat down, like a bait, and in comes a wolf with bear sound effects. Like they couldn't even get that right. And not even one thing is so dumb. It's so underdeveloped, this game. The diving animation, which you just saw, is so bad. It looks like you guy dives and hits like a pane of glass and then goes through. I don't even know. And when you throw bait down, only 3 animals will come: wolf, cougar, or a bear. And on top of that, if you kill a rare bear, they couldn't even put in, like, if you go and kill this rare, like, white bear, it won't actually count as a rare bear. It'll just count as, like, a black bear. Like, what? So, the worst freaking gameplay aspect in Ghost Recon Wildlands is when the Unidad helicopters just fly by nonstop. Same thing happens in here. Random airplanes start flying over you for no reason. And he's like, there they are. And then you just literally end up getting shot nonstop. And because you can't shoot down the airplanes as easy as you could in Ghost Recon Wildlands, it's the biggest menace in the world. The outposts have no difficulty aspect to them. It's literally like, okay, let's go do an outpost. And I don't know if it's because me and my friend are pros, or like we were playing on normal. We weren't playing on easy or anything. It would take like 2 minutes to do an outpost on, like, without even any alarms. Like, we would take out alarms, take out the guys, easy, 2 minutes done. And because of that, it literally felt repetitive to do outposts in any other mission. On top of that, all the side missions felt repetitive because it's the same exact thing. All the secret stashes felt the exact same, except for one, which was a haunted house. That was pretty cool. And the only way you could actually find prepper stashes is if you talk to random civilians. Be like, oh, my Uncle Sam talked to his daughter, Jeanette, and she's like, oh, I got this random money bag in the bunker to the east of the village, or some shit like that. And then you go there, you go find a key, open up the door, and then you get the money and you leave. Then you go find another person, find the key, open the door, find another person, find the key, open the door, go through a little obstacle course. It's literally so repetitive, underdeveloped. This game should have been worked on another 365 days until release. The lowest score I've ever given out, 15 out of 100. That is so bad, but it deserves it. And if you don't think so, then, you know, I'd like to hear what you think. If you think that this game has good gameplay, then comment down below right now telling me 3 specific things that you love about the gameplay. Because for me, I like fishing. That was really cool. And the co-op, I like that they made it 2-player. But it's underdeveloped. It's badly designed for 2. Not enough variety in every single thing in the game. Stale missions, underdeveloped characters. The list goes on and on. There's still 2 categories though. Presentation coming up.
Back into my church. I'd appreciate it.
He just died.
Wow. Oh, there's a mission right here. Sick. Sights and sounds. Very underestimated in everything movies, TVs, games. Far Cry 5. They're pretty decent. You know, that opening cutscene was beautiful. I wish that was in, you know, anything else in the game. It's not. One thing underrated though about this game is they got the vehicle sounds on point. Like when you start up an airplane in this game, it sounds so nice. It sounds like some old like military plane. A little biased in this. One of my more favorite songs, "We'll Meet Again," made a surprise cameo in this game. The main theme for this game is actually really good. It's very unique. Whenever I hear it, I always think of Far Cry 5, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of Far Cry 5, as you've seen from my gameplay score. But the actual main theme to this game is pretty good. Now, my biggest concern is, my biggest concern was the game was set in Montana, USA, which is a huge departure, because before that, it was in 10,000 BC in Primal. And before that, it was in, 2 islands. The other one was in India, in Kirat, or Kirat, whatever you want to pronounce it as. So it was a huge departure, and then coming into the game, I was pretty skeptical. Coming out, I literally don't care. Like, it was really nice. I said in-game at one point that, you know, I kind of liked this Montana setting. And, you know, I liked every other setting the game's been in. Even Primal was good. So, and I'm guessing that there's going to be a lot more Far Cry's coming. I don't care if it goes to 90. As long as they, you know, spend time with their game and make it good. I don't care where the game is set. The Himalayas, I could be set in Rapture. You know, I could be set in, like, Aquaman's village and just, you know, have Far Cry, because it's got a good script of game mechanics, you know, outposts, watchtowers. I don't know where the watchtowers were in this game. It's just really good game. It's like Tomb Raider, you know, there's always going to be more Tomb Raiders, it's always going to be the same, but, you know, it's good, so, you know, you don't mind. Same thing goes for Call of Duty and Battlefield and any other game that has a long franchise that comes out with games that are similar to their last one. But, you know, Far Cry 5, on presentation at least, it did pretty decent. You know, I don't really have too much to say bad about it. 70 out of 100 pros. It looks nice. Sounds and vehicles are heavenly. Opening cutscene was awesome. But where the hell was the other cutscenes? Like, you can't just put one awesome looking cutscene with beautiful voice acting and the motion cap was pretty good and then have it nowhere else. It's like their entire cutscene budget was spent in the first opening cutscene. I don't understand. But we still have the category to go to. General impact. Let's see if it can redeem itself. Now we just got 800 meters to go.
It's not too bad. Find some predators on the way.
It's a fish area. I don't think I'm ever gonna touch this game again. This was such a bad game to play, and after me and my friend finished it, I don't think we wanted to go 100% it, but it was just so boring. It was the same exact mission all over again. And another thing, how come there's like 50 missions in each area, but you only do like 10 or 15 to complete the area and kill the boss? Like, that seems pretty bad. There's going to be like 30 excess missions that you don't even need to do to complete the game. Where was my HUD? There was no HUD in this game. Where's my mini map? There's no this game is so bad. It's so bad. I can't even believe this is a Far Cry game. This is worse than Primal, because at least Primal was developed. You know, at least it had a mini map. Jesus Christ. No, but for real though, this game is really bad. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of people jumping down my throat on this because everywhere I look online, people love this game. I've seen people say it's the best open world shooter in like on the PlayStation 4. That is so far off. This game, I don't know why people would like this game. It's the same thing. It's the same mission over and over again with underdeveloped characters and like even the main villains. You know, the only actual memorable one for me is Faith. She was my favorite one of the four. Because Joseph Seed is pretty much a Comstock ripoff. Because to me, it just seems like, you know, Joseph Seed is given this character like Comstock was, except he's just given lines to make it seem like that. Like, they don't even care what he's saying. Just make him say religious things like he already knows what's going to happen. Like, he's God. It, like, none of it makes sense. At least what Comstock said made sense.
Stand down! Stand down!
I know why you've come, false shepherd. I see every sin that blackens your soul. Wounded knee.
If he has what he needs, he will leave you alone. What else could you expect from a liar and killer of women?
Oh, sweet child. That's where you're wrong.
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man.
As you can guess, the general impact for me isn't that great, and honestly, I can't ever see me ever going back and play this game. Even if I got paid $50 to go back and play it again, I don't think I would. This game is, looking back at it, compared to Far Cry 3, 4, even Primal, which I wasn't a big fan of Primal, it is so far off the radar, and maybe I'm bashing it way too hard, but I actually think it deserves all my criticisms. You know, I don't think that it has anything good about the game that I haven't mentioned yet. You know, the engine sounds pretty cool, the game looks nice, that's about it. 34 out of 100 pros, nothing. Cons, way too easy to beat. This game, if you're gonna play it and you're actually, like, if you don't really play games that much, you haven't played that much Far Cry before, play it on normal. If you've played a lot of Far Cry, you know games, you're a gamer, play it on hard, because this game is way too easy, especially if you're playing with co-op. Way too repetitive, underdeveloped everything. And, you know, don't think that I'm trying to bash the game too hard, because that's not what I wanted. I give unbiased reviews on my channel, no matter what. And I wanted this game to work. I wanted it to be an amazing Far Cry co-op multiplayer experience with a vast open world, really cool, you know, antagonists and everything, a variety of guns, variety of vehicles, variety of enemies and everything. It just wasn't to be, I guess, for me at least. For other people, it obviously is, since I've seen a lot of people saying this is game of the year. Honestly, this game sucks a lot. Of fucking sucks. And it's 3.9 out of 10, no surprise. The lowest score I've ever given out before this was, I think, Yooka-Laylee, 5.7 out of 10. We have a new winner. It's 3.9 out of 10 for Far Cry 5. I am so disappointed with this game. It's unbelievable. So, do you agree? Have you played this before? Will you play it? You know, voice your opinion down low in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think, because I'm just one person and this was my experience with the game. For now, that's the end of this review. This is one of my longer reviews I can now see. And I'll leave you with a clip of how great this game is. Peace. Yep, there it is. I thought there was a baby. What? What the fuck is happening in my game? Thank you guys for watching and sticking in till the end. You guys are the MVP. Comment your thoughts down below. I actually really do want to hear the voice and opinion of the people. Subscribe for more content. There will always be more videos I'm putting out. I love making videos. Hopefully you'll be here for next time. Dark Views signing out. Peace.